This last year, and it's an ongoing process, I've been working on perfecting the art form of not giving a damn. And this is relevant to everyone because caring too much about what other people think is the root cause of anxiety. It's also the root cause of us not loving ourselves because of comparison, because of using things that happen to us, circumstances, as a form of determining our value as a person, right? So somebody says they don't like us, or we're not getting the love and attention we deserve, that means we are bad. So I really think everybody should give less F's. I just have zero fucks to give because I'm over it. And that's the only reason why, to be very honest with you. I'm over it. It's not like it's easy, because it's not easy at all. It's not easy at all. And sometimes I feel like my past has been a blessing in disguise, and I think a lot of people can learn from this. Like the fact that I've been never been popular. I've always, not always, but there was a certain period in my life where I've been bullied. And then later I found out that there's a lot of jealousy, especially with women, that really kind of forced me in a way to not care that much about other people's opinions of me. I care about people, but if they don't care about me, then it's wasted energy. It's wasted energy. And also, sometimes we have to get real with ourselves and just really consider our true values as a human. Like, I think being popular, being liked by everyone, first of all, is obviously not something that's possible. But even if we were, let's say, popular, famous, or something like that, it's a cheap fantasy to cope, with feeling love, but true love is not being liked by the majority of people. Because if the majority like you, I'm gonna just come out and say it, is superficial. It's not actual love at all. It's not, because if you're liked by everyone, that means you have a very bland personality, a very weak personality, in my opinion, and you don't really have opinions. So nobody can disagree with you. There's no reason to dislike you. There's no reason that you're rubbing people the wrong way because you're telling the truth. And I'd rather be like that, I'd rather be like that than be disliked. And then because of that, because of the fact that I'm being authentic, that means that there are people, a select few, who actually truly like me for the way I really am. They value all of these traits that some people don't like, right? That's way more valuable than being liked by the majority and still feeling alone. How many celebrities and like these rich people who people like them because of their money and stuff and status and the parties or whatever they throw. How many of these people say that they feel alone? They've never felt this alone in their lives. Sometimes, being humble is the way, and it means to accept all of these things and to actually understand that this can be better. It can be better to be unpopular. I truly believe so. I really truly do. And not to brag, but I've been a person who's always been talented in certain ways. And I was fantasizing when I was younger about being like famous for these talents, or learning something new and being famous for that. There's been this fantasy, you know? But I don't think my life would be as good as it is now, to be very honest with you. And it's really a blessing in disguise. Like the freedom we have as people who are sort of invisible is really lovely. It's really nice, to be honest. Like nobody's gonna judge you as hard as if you are in the, middle of attention. Because everybody's focused on you. And that can be very uncomfortable. I know it is for me. Yeah, but it's something I have to keep reminding myself, because it's hard as like a content creator, for example, because you do play the numbers game and it is quite important. So if people just want to brush over, dismiss your content because it's more real or because they don't like your face, well, that's very annoying, but I keep reminding myself why I'm walking this path. And I never wanted to walk the path of, the broad path that everybody's walking on. Without being too prideful, there's still something to be proud of, to walk the narrow way. Because it's a hard thing to do, and it's seeking truth and actual value in this world that is rare. It's rare. And there are not going to be many people walking with you on this path. But it is so, so valuable if that's what you want. If that's not what you want, what are you doing on my channel? Yeah, you don't need to be popular to live the life you want. You don't need to be liked by everyone. You just need to be liked by a few people. And if you want to be actually liked, loved, cherished, adored, then you have to bring out your actual true self. And that it takes a lot of bravery, and that takes determination. And, you have to persevere through the doubts, through your ego being hurt or not being fed. That can be a kind of fast in a way, where your ego is just neglected in a way. Like you have to push back on these things and say, hey, this would be nice, but more as a cherry on top kind of thing, and not I need a certain amount of likes online, or I need, I don't know, whatever it is that you desire. Just rethink about it. Rethink it if it's not only satisfying, but if it's a sustainable thing. A lot of our wants, which is not really a need, a want, often is unsustainable. It's something for the short term. It's something to jump from point A to point B in an instant, really, without doing the work. And that means it's not lasting. Why do you want to waste your energy with that? And, that's the thing, like people want things to fall into their laps, and they're going to be upset if that doesn't happen. But, the problem is that it doesn't happen. And you don't know when it's going to happen, if it's going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen if you do nothing. Because that's against everything. That's against any logic. and consequences and all of the manifestation, whatever rules that are in play. So if you really think you can sit back and watch and just things are gonna fall into place magically, you're gonna just waste your life away. So yeah, I'm reminding myself, I'm reminding everybody that we need to check ourselves with these things and see where our ego is in our way and it's just putting us down. We're putting ourselves down because we're comparing ourselves, and we don't put enough value in what we actually want and what's actually sustainable and long lasting. And I think we all have a duty to do that, to better society, because we're going down a very wrong path. And if we don't stop it ourselves, it will be stopped somehow. So we better get used to it. We better get used to not being fed anymore by likes and views and how many people. You don't have to believe me, but it's gonna end one day. So yeah, we better put energy in things that are actually of value and not this nonsense. My point is basically to wake people up that are on this path, but they are maybe not, they haven't walked this path for long, or they need somebody else to feel the support, because we do need that. We do need each other, even if we're in a phase where we're like isolated, even by choice, where we have to go through something, we have to, see who we are. So yeah, I hope this was of value. If it was, like the video. And if you're subscribed or not subscribed, either way, I wish you the best. See you next time.